Hello, Geezebos, and welcome back to another episode of the Drayton Town Career Mode. So, we have a short month, really. There's only 4 games, nice and easy, and we're going to start with Carlisle away. So, yes, we're top, but I feel like that we've played, I don't know, really. We played probably the easier teams of the league. We've not really been the harder game, shall we say, and not really got going in terms of how we even play. We've only lost 1 game all season. So I still think that there is the tougher types of games to come. So we'll start with this game against Carlisle. Just before I do, one of the kits I want to show you was us and Carlisle's. Almost the same except for the socks. But imagine playing in that. I think it would be going down as probably like one of the worst 2 kits ever. Like, I'm not designing it as a kit for myself thinking, oh yeah, this is the best kit and I really like it. I just went out there, a bit of colours and different sort of style and pattern to use and have sort of one kit that, everyone has a third kit that is all luminous colours and dodgy colours. So I thought that would be interesting. In the end, I went with our black and purple kit. We had a good chance here early on. Mikey, great ball. I think that was Ryan with a little through ball in towards Mikey. 1-on-1, going to score. And by the way, this is a long way because this is a midweek game away at Carlisle, like from the bottom of the south all the way up to the top of the north. Probably the furthest that you need to travel. And we take a nice early lead to give our fans something to celebrate. Carlisle did okay. They sort of pushed. There's a good save here. They're sort of towards the bottom of the table. They're actually in trouble in real life as of recording this. They're not doing overly fantastic, actually. But they do get their equaliser. A header from Charlie Wyke, a man who's been around the leagues a lot, scoring the header. I think he's been at like Sunderland and I wouldn't even say Bradford. But he's just a really good round player. And then nothing really happened until the hour mark. Mikey got away. I thought the defender was going to take me out and sort of stop it and just, take the red card, I guess. I would like to see more of that, like defenders taking you out last man. It would just make it interesting, really. But even less that Mikey restores our league just past the hour mark. And Dave did well to win it back. I got forward and curled it right into the far corner. No keeper saving that. Absolutely fantastic finish into the far corner, and we pick up all 3 points. And against the struggling Carlisle, it had to be said, apart from the first half, they dominated a little bit. Yes, we scored, but I don't think there was anything else to worry us. So we take up the 3 points, nice and easy, and we move on. And we have another away game, this time Gillingham away. One of them teams that have started well, but they've dipped off. In terms of the league, nothing really happened here. It was a weird clearance. I tried to header it away. It fell to their player. And again, it's good little build-up play. Patient from Gillingham. Going for the challenge. I think I won the ball, but he gives it back to him. And Ian makes a half-decent save to keep it out and try and play out from the back. And nothing really happened. We had a couple of chances here. Mikey in towards Tyler, of course, starting for Neil, who obviously... I think I started nil just because of the fact that the fitness levels were really lacking. We've played a lot of games, a lot of, sort of fixtures midweek and everything. I tried a power shot with Paul. It didn't look overly fantastic. It wasn't the cleanest strikes, but I tell you what, on the replay there, it looked like it was dipping or like sort of going into that corner. So we're really unlucky from Paul. The keeper sort of panicked at the last second. And then Sam got in, hit a shot. It was well dealt with from the keeper at the near post. And then from the resulting corner, it was headed up. It was actually cleared by the Gillingham defender, but the referee deemed that was half time and didn't allow us to take the other corner. And then literally nothing happened in the second half. It was so boring. There was nothing to show. Gillingham would be more happy with the point. Obviously, I'd be more frustrated. Yes, there's a clean sheet away from home, so you take the positives, chances that we could have scored. But I think everything happened in the first half. It was so bad from us. Really disappointed that we, I guess, didn't create anything in that team. Gillingham have a decent team. They got like Bradley Dack and everyone like that that's come down from the league to play for Gillingham. They have a decent little squad. So in reflection, we'll take a point because always a point can be happy come towards the end of the season. Next is Wycombe Wanderers, a team that I absolutely hate playing against. But Dean did really well there. Great pressure in towards Ocean, and he scores to make it 1-0. And Wycombe are just a team, they're like third, I think, in League One at the moment. I'd hate to see them back in the Championship. They're just a team that just waste time, they're boring, long balls into the box, and yeah, just really frustrating. And not many teams actually like Wycombe, so it was good to get an early goal against them here. Dave with a shot straight at the goalkeeper. yeah, going with the cup team. Of course, I did say that in this cup competition we would be playing our weekend side, but it would be like the different first 11 to the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. But um, Wickham had a chance. It was Jax went in. As I say, I hate Wickham, so I went in there. It was the wrong thing to do because Jax did actually get a red card. So now Jax is out for 3 games, which is not great. And then in the 80th minute, Jack did really well here, going for his first goal of the season. Just little legs scurrying all the way. Took his time. He hit the post. It bounced back to him, but the defender did so well to recover. Really unfortunate for Jack. Really wanted him to score the goal. And then here, Morley could have played it through the middle. He went for a shot. Easy save for Alfie to calm and collective. And that is a 1-0 win. And that is Alfie's, I think, first clean sheet of the season. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that is our first clean sheet of the season. Mikey, the focus on him going into the next league game because he is the top goal scorer. And against Chesterfield and another team that are actually really good. They got some real firepower in this team. They do look a handful. Will Grigg was one of them through. Good save from Sov at his near post to deny Will Grigg. He's one of them strikers that have been in and around the leagues. Same as Wyke. They come down to League 2 to see what they can do. It's good for the league and it's good for the name exposure. And yeah, we do sort of, keep an eye out for them sort of big names that come down. Ball fell to Jacobs here. Of course, Michael Jacobs, former Pompey boy as well. He couldn't score. He was denied by Sov. Fantastic save from him. And then we get the sort of the replay. And that will come in the opening sort of minutes, really. First 10 minutes, Chesterfield could have had 2. But Neil goes all the way. What Jack couldn't do, probably Neil's shooting stats are much better. But Neil puts into the far corner. Could have squared it to Mikey, but I feel like Neil was in a better position with the defender covering. Sam did really well. Great strength. This is from Sam. Again, he had Mike in the centre. Goes alone. Still waiting, I think, for Sam to get maybe a goal in the league. I'm not too sure. But in this first half, as soon as Chesterfield had their chances, we just woke up all of a sudden. Again, Sam coming in, went for goal with a power shot, tipped over the bar from the Chesterfield corner keeper. We were allowed to take the corner, but nothing came of it. It was a kind of a waste. And then Sam did really well into Ocean. Look at this for a touch. Calm, cool, collective, slots it in the corner. That's 2, and that should be game over. But you know how good Chesterfield are. But I just have to keep making these changes because of my fitness levels just die so quickly. I'll make one sub, and then my other team, sort of players are really lacking fitness. So something that I do need to keep an eye out, especially in November, because we have so many games in November that will happen. Ocean here, shot on the turn, could have done a little bit better. But either way, it's another chance that's wasted. And then with 5 minutes to go, John Fleck, of course, Sheffield United former boy, goes through. He has a good, powerful shot into the far corner. Sobs could have probably done a little bit better. I'm not going to be too hard. But again, it's just the quality and the calibre of these players in this league that I really have to worry about. Fleetwood here, the guy, Ronan Colohan, scored a hat-trick in his last game. So again, one to look out for. Fleetwood are actually probably too good for League 2. And probably would sit in League 1, but sometimes they're not overly good for League 1. But they're doing quite well in League 2, so we'll see what happens with them at the end of the season. But nice early sort of couple of minutes into it. Sam did really well, cuts in on his left, looked like he was going to win it. It did. Good low save from the keeper to deny Sam his chance. And Sam's actually playing quite well this month. He's had a few chances, just hasn't converted them as of yet. But we're back to scoring corners. Good corner from me. Swung all the way over to Dan. I think that's Dan's like 3rd or 4th goal of the season, but finally we're back to scoring from the corners. Could have gave away foul there, but they carried on. Helm hit it, a decent half save. I thought the referee could have gave a penalty, but I think that they've stopped this, giving a foul away after they've had the shot, which is obviously better for us because I seem to do that a lot. Tommy did well, good strength, tried to curl into the corner, a decent save from the Fleetwood goalkeeper. Nothing really came of it. Another chance here from Fleetwood just before the break, which results in the corner. A decent corner, actually. It was into that near post. There's a good header just over the bar. They always look for that, the AI. I've noticed when I'm playing teams, they go for that front man and try and header it up and over. Barrow next at home. Probably wasn't a great game, really. Another 0-0. Wasted chance there. Looping header back across the face of goal, but didn't really do anything. And then with 10 minutes to go, we were shocking. The fitness of my players is so bad, as you can tell by the bar. I know it's the 80th odd minute, but it was so bad. Ocean through. He just came on. Unfortunately, he was offside, so the goal wouldn't have standed. But yeah, Barrow did okay, really. They sort of frustrated us here. This Gardner was the half decent, forced Sovereign to a save. But yeah, they didn't really do anything special, nor did we. So the points are shared. Another draw, another 0-0, and also another clean sheet. This time we go to Bromley, who are rock bottom. Mikey with a good shot. It's a decent save from the goalkeeper, but myself just come sneaking in behind the defender. That's what I need to do a lot of. I need to get into these parry shots and kind of Sam from the other side. Maybe I need to tuck myself and Sam in from a three, like a front three winger, into a more narrow three, just so I can get me and Sam poaching on the goals for the rebounds. Great little bit of skill here from the Bromley, centre back. Decent effort, good save from Ian to deny him. And then that was that. It was so boring. The last couple of games have been really boring. We've gone from winning, I think we played 5. So we've gone from 1 draw and 1 loss to now 3 draws, which is fine. Decent goal difference still the highest in the above of all of them. Is quite tight in the league table. You can see a couple of teams there. Bromley and Chesterfield. Chesterfield should not be 23rd, by the way. They should be up towards the top. Absolutely decent team, Chesterfield, so maybe that might change. And of course, if you get a couple of wins, you'll jump 6 or 7 places, so nothing's really lost on them just yet. In terms of goal scorers, Mikey is leading the way, and he has been since the opening day of the season, really. 8 goals for him so far, really good. Ocean with 7-0 as on 5. Myself and Dan on 3, and then there's a lot of people on 1. Robbie, Sam, Ryan and Paul all on 1. Of course, this time that's including the friendlies, so if they scored in the friendlies, I'm not counting it, obviously, because I do want only the league games to count. Alfie did have his first clean sheet in that Wickham game, so that's 1. He's up and running now, so hopefully he can get more. And of course, Ian with 5 and Sov with 3. So it's an all-round good. It's an unbeaten season. Unbeaten month, which is always positive. We push into November. There's like 6 or 7 games, so bear with me while I get that one out. But if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I appreciate you all watching, and I'll catch you all for the next episode.